Muhammad may will. After that I came upon a group of Christians and said to them, you are indeed a good people, if you do not claim Christ the Son of Allah. Then they said, you too are good if you do not say what Allah may will and Muhammad may will. Then the following morning I narrated the above event to some and came to the Prophet ﷺ. And repeated the whole event. He ﷺ asked, have you told this to anybody else? I said yes. Then he ﷺ went to his pulpit, and after offering praises to Allah, Tawheed had a dream. He said, Tawheed had a dream which he already had communicated to some of you. You used to say a sentence which, due to some hesitation that Allah did not reveal in this regard, I could not prevent you from. Henceforth do not say what Allah may will and what Muhammad may will, but say what Allah may will alone. So now it's clear why the Prophet ﷺ did not correct them, because this shows that he only conveys what he receives from Allah Azza wa Jalla. And these are explicit evidence about his prophethood and messengership, that what his Lord, his Creator, tells him, he passes it. And this also shows that he did not hide anything. Anything he receives, he conveys. Chapter number 45. And this also shows that the Jews said, if they know the Tawheed, and also the Christians in this dream, which is possible. We know that the followers of Musa alayhi salam, they were muwahhid, monotheist. The followers of Isa at his time, they were what? Muslims, monotheist at his time. His students and all, they were upon the Tawheed. And if you really read about Christianity, you know that there were many sects or groups. They were saying Isa was a prophet, Isa is not God, etc. But Paul, who happened to be also an agent for the Romans, he was a tax collector. Saul is called Saul, Paul, Saul, S-A-U-L. He's the one who came with the idea of Trinity, God, 3 in 1. Before that, the Christians were following, they were monotheistic. Are you following? And that's why the Prophet ﷺ, when he mentioned that the Jews were divided into 72 sects, 1 in the Jannah, 71 in the hellfire. So those who were with Moses, those who were following the Torah. Then he said the Christians divided into 72 sects, 1 in the Jannah, 71 in hellfire. Then he said, my ummah will be divided into 73 sects, 72 in the hellfire and 1 in the Jannah. So the followers of Musa alayhi salam, they were monotheists. Those who deviated from the Torah, from the teachings of Moses, they will go to the fire. But those who followed the Torah and followed the teachings of Musa, they'll go to the Jannah. The same for those who followed Isa alayhi salam. Are you following? Doesn't mean they are kafirs. The 72 from the Ummah of the Prophet ﷺ doesn't mean they are kafirs. That's why they go to the hellfire. No, they will go to the hellfire because of their heresies, because of their bid'ahs. There is a deviation. They deviated from the right path, but they're not kafirs. So they will be punished in the fire, and then they will be brought to the Jannah. And that's why the number in the Jannah of the Muslims more than the number of any other ummah. Are you following? And also you might come across some people who deny the division of the ummah, and they say here the hadith talks about ummat al-da'wah, not ummat al-ijabah. Because the ummah of the Prophet ﷺ are two types. Ummat al-ijabah, those who believed in him. So we are ummat al-ijabah because we believed in him and accepted him. Ummat al-da'wah, the rest of mankind. The rest of mankind is Ummat al-Da'wah because the Islamic message is universal. So it is addressed to the entire humanity. So the Jews from his Ummah, the Christians from his Ummah. But which one? Ummat al-Da'wah. They are from Ummat al-Da'wah, those whom the Da'wah is directed to. Are you following? So some people from among the Muslims, they want to deny that the Ummah will be divided. They say this hadith is only applied for Ummat al-Da'wah. Are you following? So if it is applied for the Ummat al-Da'wah, the number will be different. The same hadith, he said, وَتَنْقَسِمُ أُمَّتِي, and my ummah will be divided into 73. Ummat al-Da'wah here will be divided into 71 and 72. So 43. Are you following? Who's in the hadith? Who's Ummat al-Da'wah here? The Jews and the Christians. So if the hadith talking about Ummat al-Da'wah, the number will be how many sects? 143. 71 the Jews, 72 the Christians. But the hadith says, my ummah will be divided into 73. That means it's talking about Ummatil Ijabah, about us. Are you following? So he's talking about us, that Ummatil Ijabah will be divided into 73 sects. And only one sect will be delivered. And when they asked him, he said, those who follow what I am upon today. Those who follow my footsteps and your footsteps. And that's why every Muslim should follow the footsteps of the Prophet ﷺ and his companion. You have no other choice. Hadith, chapter number 45. Whoever curses time has wronged Allah. So we are not allowed to curse time. Why? Because time is created by Allah. So if you curse time, you are actually curse Allah, the Creator. Allah the Almighty said, وَقَالُوا مَا هِيَ إِلَّا حَيَاتُنَا الدُّنْيَا نَمُوتُ وَنَحْيَا وَمَا يُهْلِكُنَا إِلَّا الدَّهْرُ وَمَا لَهُمْ بِذَلِكَ مِنْ عِلْمٍ إِنْ هُمْ إِلَّا يَظُنُّونَ. And they say there is nothing but our life of this world. Nothing. There is no resurrection. There is no other life. We die and we live, and nothing destroys us except ad-dahr, the time. And they have no knowledge of it. They only conjecture. This, some of the mushriks, they deny. They say there is no other life. It is just we decay by time. We decay by time. Narrated Abu Hurairah in this hadith is sahih, that the Prophet ﷺ said, قال الله تعالى يؤذيني ابن آدم يسب الدهر وأنا الدهر أقلب الليل والنهار. Allah said, the son of Adam wrongs me, for he curses ad-dahr.